What if I wrote something on that silver board that you didn't quite understand? And these symbols you wanted to comment about, what would you say about them? Would you say like neat, cool, do you draw, are you an artist? Well, a good saying that I would like to hear would be, what does that say? Meaning you understand that that's some kind of text that someone could read or understand, but you can't. Let's take kanji, the Japanese writing system. It has symbols that represent ideas that eventually communicate to people. Like kanji, graffiti has its own characters and text. But what if instead of writing on the silver board back there, I wrote on the side of a building or just on a street sign? Would you have a positive reaction as you did me writing on that silver board? Or would you just judge me as a person, say you just called me a thug and label my act as graffiti? Well, I'm here to talk about that action, which is graffiti. Now, graffiti has that negative background and idea because of vandalism. But Louis Bowe, author of Street Art, says that a new renaissance of graffiti has led students and professionals in the world of graphic design by making their work more positively known by them signing their work with phone numbers, websites, or even their email addresses, which is a clear departure from the illegal essence of graffiti. But I'm not here to talk to you about whether graffiti is a positive or negative act. I'm here to give you an introduction of the art form by giving you 3 types and how they evolve from a tag to a throw up and a piece. To start, what is a tag? You recall my name is Rudy. I am an artist. I do graffiti. I do have a graffiti background. And I do have a tag name. Now, my tag name, I've been using Rude, and it's always stuck with me. But it's not just R-U-D-E. It's actually R-H-U-D-E. And that's exactly what tag name is. It relates to you, and it's is aesthetically pleasing in the group graffiti sense. Robert Kramer from Yale University puts it, tags are basically signatures written in marker or spray paint, or any medium for that matter. I've seen people write their names with sandpaper on the side of a bus, so you could practically use anything. A tag can communicate where you're from. If you're in a certain area and you see a name blasted on everything, you know that person roams around that area. It's kind of like his stomping grounds. It could be personal or ambiguous. It can mean a lot of things. You could just want your name to decorate that sterile corner of that wall. So how is that learned? How is a tag, or how is it learned? Well, how do you learn cursive writing? Cursive was given to you in a template. They said, here's the letter A. You just trace it over and over, and you just kept at it until you learn that way of writing. Except graffiti is more of street, and it gets even more complex. Now, a step from a tag is called throw up, and it's bigger, very loud, and it's made to make a statement. And it's made in kind of like these bubble letters. You only have a few minutes to make this throw up. Say it's a busy street, and all of a sudden people stop going through that area, and you only have just this 5 minutes of time to create your name. I mean, you really want your name there. You have 5 minutes to do it. Well, you have just take the idea of throwing up your name on there, and you'll complete what you want to do. Now, a piece is kind of like the Mona Lisa of the 3 art forms. Kramer has said that pieces are quite elaborate, bright, colorful, and sometimes much more difficult to read. Now, a piece could be made on a canvas at home. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to vandalize something. A piece is, like I said, it's elaborate, and you have much more time to do this. You have sketches that you've made out, and you have color schemes. It could be on the side of a building, but more of a mural. You don't want this taken down the next day by authorities. It's like you actually put some time into it. Now, to conclude, graffiti is an individual practice learned by many and by many reasons, not just to vandalize. At work, I do supervise, and I sign my name every night. And if you pay close attention, it's not that far off from a tag. And some of you have beautiful signatures, like you, Mika, have a nice signature that I would deem amazing as a tag out in the street. Now, with this info, I hope you could upgrade your signature, maybe add a little bit of street flair to it, and see how graffiti starts in your life.